327 days from start to finish ordering the brand new Banish 46 suppressor from Silencer Central. Let me tell you about it. Hey everybody, and welcome to Texas 2.5. Normally we're doing barbecue on here, but today we're talking guns and specifically silencers. I am not an expert on either, but I love both. And I'm just getting into silencers, and this is my very first one ever. I'll talk you a little bit through the timeline of how my order went from Silencer Central. First of all, like I mentioned in the intro, it took 327 days. That was a lot longer than I hoped for. When I first started researching suppressors, it sounded like the new E-forms from the ATF were going to make things a lot faster, and that certainly has not happened. That's not the fault of Silencer Central whatsoever. That's just the process when you have the federal government involved. The timeline exactly was I ordered my Banish 46 on February 12, 2022. 2 days later, February 14, Silencer Central shipped me out my fingerprint kit. Here, I believe they're in the Dakotas. I can't remember North Dakota, South Dakota, but they shipped that out to me here in Alaska. I got that back to them as quickly as I could, but I'm sure that took 7-10 days, something like that. Anyhow, by February 21, I had electronically signed my E-form for them. And then by March 28, my E-form certification appointment with Silencer Central happened. That's where you have a Zoom meeting basically with one of their employees, and you go over the certification form together to make sure everything is perfect, so that once it gets submitted to the ATF, there's no mistakes and no delays. So February 12 was my order. It took until March 28 to get all the fingerprint stuff shipped back and forth, to get my signed E-form, and then to get my E-form certification appointment. From that point on, there was nothing to do but wait on the ATF. And it took from March 28 until December 13 to finally get my E-form approved by the ATF. The exact same day, December 13, I signed what's called the E4473. It's the last thing you have to sign. It then took 2 weeks for them to prep my order, because once you sign the E4473, one thing I didn't realize was Silencer Central then has to notify your local, basically county sheriff. We have boroughs here in Alaska. We don't have sheriffs. All we have is local police and state police. We don't have any sort of county police here in Alaska. So they notified somebody from the state troopers close to me that I would be getting a silencer. Once they receive word back from the borough that that they've gotten that notification, then for whatever reason the law states Silencer Central has to wait 7 more days once they hear from my local law enforcement to ship out my order. So December 13 is when I signed it. December 27 is when they actually prepared my order to be shipped out to me, and I received my silencer on January 5th. So just a few days before I'm making this video. So again, February 12, 2022 is when I first placed my order, and that entire process took until January 5 of the next year for me to get my suppressor, so a total of 327 days. I actually have had this box, my new suppressor, unopened, sitting on my counter for about a week and a half now, because I wanted to truly unpackage it here with you all today. So that's what I've done. Let's get into it. All right, I got a little more eye candy for you here in the background. This is my Henry X Model 4570, which is the main firearm that I had in mind when I ordered this Banish 46. You can look up the Banish 46 on your own on Google through Silencer Central's website and see how impressive it is just in its versatility. I had planned to buy a little bit less expensive of a suppressor from Silencer Central, but when I talked to the salesman, he let me know that at that time this brand new Banish had just been released at SHOT Show and was making big waves for its versatility. You can basically put it on handguns, rifles, I believe all the way down to 22 caliber and up to 45 70 here, which is what I'm running. Anyhow, this is what comes in the box. You got your suppressor box here, got your 5/8 by 24 mount, and then some truly important customer information. All right, so pretty cool box. It just pops open. First of all, you got your tool here for installation. Nice little sticker. Digital access to your manual. And here it is. Pretty sweet. This is modular, so you can run it in its full length configuration, which I certainly will do with my 4570. With smaller calibers, you can take off this last about 2 inches here and make it a little bit shorter and a little bit lighter weight. But there it is. So you take your thread mount out of the package here and put it right onto the end. And then, now that I've got my 5/8 by 24 on there, alright, so this is pretty sick. I'm not even sure if I have enough room here in my dining room. Yeah, there we go, we can get a complete shot. But I'm really excited. This Henry is coming together. It's not quite done. I have a bunch of Ranger Point Precision accessories on it. This M-LOK handguard is awesome. Really cool handguard. For accessories, I've got the full 12-inch Picatinny rail, upgraded sights also from Ranger Point Precision, quick takedown screw with the state of Texas on it. Of course, Texas 2.5. And then the other thing I've added so far is the easy to find hammer grip there for if you're ever in a I need this really fast situation in the field. One of the last couple of things I'm going to do to it is, hopefully for my birthday, I'm going to get the Ranger Point Precision modded stock and throw that on here. That's a little bit spendy. That's another 250 bucks or so. I also did pick up the really cool Ranger Point 6-round cartridge quiver there, and also the cheek riser, because I've heard when you throw the new stock on, it's nice to have that adjustable cheek riser. Once the whole thing is done, it's going to be beautiful. Really can't wait to do some hunting with this up here, and with a little bit less recoil and less sound. This baby is awesome. Very excited to finally have it, even if it did take 327 days.